Welcome back to Mass Appeal October. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Cooley Dickinson Hospital now offers 3D mammography to screen for breast cancer early detection. And here this morning to tell us more are Nancy King, Deborah Grandmont. We're going to share more about this latest technology and how it really can help to save lives. But first, let's talk about the best ways to screen and the importance, really, of getting detections often and screening tests often.
Mammography is still the best recommended screening tool for early detection of breast cancer. And tomosynthesis, which is three-dimensional mammography, makes mammography even better. The whole goal behind mammography is to get those early cancers when the prognosis for the patient is changed, when there's greater treatment options and their outcome or their cure rate is higher.
So the earlier you can detect it, the better. How often do you all recommend that people come in and get screened?
Oh, emphatically annually. There's a lot of controversy about that, but the American Cancer Society and the American College of Radiology still recommend annual screening mammography.
So for years and years they've been doing the 2D mammography testing. This new 3D testing, it's cutting edge. What's so important about it? What makes it different? What makes it better, frankly?
3D mammography is really has been pioneered at Massachusetts General Hospital, and Cooley Dickinson is affiliate of Massachusetts General Hospital. We installed this equipment and started doing 3D mammography in June, and we have good 3 months behind us of experience. The benefits of it is we can see so much more of the breast tissue than on a 2D mammogram. Basically, we can scroll through images of layers of the breast, which on 2D mammography, we see a compressed breast and not the tissue in between.
And that's what we're looking at right now. So describe what a doctor might be looking at and the added benefits that can come from detection like this.
The added benefits are that we can see each layer of the breast, much like you would on a CT scan for those of us that know what that is. We see all the structures in those layers and basically can find very, very small detailed tumors, very small invasive cancers that can't be seen on traditional 2D mammography. 3D mammography has a higher detection rate of 25 to 27% higher detection rate than 2D mammography, and also a 40% increase in detection for small invasive cancers.
Now, is this just an extra service for your patients, or is there an extra cost that comes with it for the extra dimension of mammography?
At this point in time, we do not charge our patients for this service. There is no insurance code to bill for this service, so Cooley Dickinson has decided to provide that service to every patient that wants to have that service. And they're asked if they would like a 3D mammography, and if they say yes, we perform it.
Now, I've never had a mammography. I can only imagine that they're not the most fun. I've heard things about them being cold, about them being uncomfortable. What's the process for going in and getting a 3D breast exam?
Well, we are doing three-dimensional mammography as well as two-dimensional mammography on every patient, every woman that comes in. The patient themselves aren't really going to see a great difference in the actual positioning. Both of those images are acquired during the same compression, so they still only get the four times 4 positions. But what that does is give the radiologists numerous images to scroll through on their images. They can tell if overlapping breast structure is really just overlapping or if something's brewing inside the breast. The three-dimensional mammography allows them to really peel those layers away and see in and around and within the breast structure itself.
And I can only imagine that it would make women feel so much less anxious, and doctors too for that matter, because they feel better coming out of it. They know that there's a higher percentage chance that something will get caught. And as you were saying, if they do it annually, you can catch things earlier, because you're saying all too often if people go every other year, you might miss something that you catch every year.
Right. Yeah, as a mammographer, that's one of the saddest things I see is women who haven't come every year and they've skipped a year. And I know in my heart that if they had come annually, we would have been able to got that breast cancer earlier. We would have made the path that they have to walk different.
A little bit easier, maybe, too.
Yeah.
At what age should women start coming in to get these examinations?
The recommendation is that annually after age 40.
After age 40.
Yeah.
And oftentimes, the cost is inhibitive for people, or people don't necessarily have health care coverage, but you are taking care of that. There's an upcoming screening day that's free of charge to everybody. Tell us a
Right.
little bit about that.
So October 22nd, we're doing mammography, and actually it's breast and cervical screening for patients from 5:30 to 7:30, and just call the hospital to make an appointment for that. And so those patients that don't have the health insurance, it's really important. That's how strongly we feel about it. So Cooley Dickinson does do that service every year.
Well, and they always say too, you know, preventative medicine is often so much more important than
Right.
medicine after the fact.
Absolutely.
I want to thank the two of you for the work that you're doing in the community. You're helping
you.
to keep women a little bit safer, and it's a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank
And for more information, you can log on to cooley-dickinson.org.